Hello there folks and welcome to part 8 of our Ashes Cricket 2009 playthrough, and today it's time for probably not the final but probably the penultimate episode of this first test match. Now Australia have started their second innings after our monstrous 578, really good innings. You can go and watch the remainder of what was in that innings from the last episode. But in this episode we're going to be starting the Australia innings. Now as you can see they've had 13 overs already, and as we hit T, James Anderson has just managed to get Phil Hughes and break that opening partnership. So Ricky Ponting comes in. He's got 1 off 2 balls. We just had the 3 fast bowlers in so far. James Anderson getting the wicket, but quite costly in terms of runs. Flintoff's bowled 4 overs for 8 runs, so a good economy right there. And Sidebottom just had the 2 overs. So we will be keeping Jimmy on, seeing as he did get the wicket just before tea. And for the next few overs, we'll be bowling with Jimmy Anderson and with Ryan Sidebottom. As I've said before, if you are new to the series, go and watch the previous episodes to see how we've got to this point in the test match. So we bring Sidebottom in, the left armour, fast medium bowler. Not done much bowling this series, but when we have, we've been pretty successful, to be fair. But it's not really much fun bowling, certainly compared to batting, is it? Because that one, well, it's just a single, it looks like. Could be 2. And it is 2. Not much we could do about that. I think that's Brody stopping that one on the field.
That was good running by the batsman.
Simon Katic not really got off to a amazing start. 12 only off these overs. Phil Hughes looked to have a lot of the batting, it seems, in the first few overs. But that is a nice shot. Fielder can't get to it, so that's a boundary. And we've not started this off very well. It seems when you simulate, which is what we've done for the first 13 overs, when you do simulate that the run rate's a little bit kinder, and when you do play, as you can see, that the runs seem to go a little bit more ridiculously. But what I will say is that if you can get more, there are more runs, but you can tend to get 1 or 2 more wickets this way. Besides, if you just simulate the bowling, it makes it a little bit boring, but I have to say that's ridiculous. No way would you get a 6. I mean, at the end of the day, they've had what? Is it 2 boundaries, a 6 and a 2. I mean, that's just a bit ridiculous, but whatever. So, while Simon Katic doesn't have a great start, he certainly has done now. And again, that's just silly, really. Another boundary, but what can we really do about it at this point? Last ball of the over. We're going to have to play a little bit more of a defensive field, it seems, then. Been playing everything to the leg side, so I think that's a decent field. Can't complain much about that. Bit of a shorter ball. Oh, chance! Is he going to hang on to it? No! Oh, well. We'd conceded far too many from Simon Katic at that over. He went for it again, made a mistake. It was Straussy in the field, and he just fumbled it. Oh, that's a really annoying. Big chance to take the second wicket. But that's it for that over. And Jimmy Anderson back in. That's a real shame that we didn't take the wicket there. That could be the last chance we have for a while. It's only going to be a single. That won't hurt. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, terrible fielding. Terrible. Deary me, look at this. So goes for it. He would struggle to get to the single, to be honest. Nice fielding there. They went for 2. And was that Ian Bell, who was the mastermind of that second innings? He's just cost us a wicket potentially there. So 2 balls in a row. They've just got out of jail completely scot-free. And that's going to go straight to the boundary, it looks like. Yeah. And we started this at what, 40 odd for 1? Something like that. And now we're 74 for 1. Could be 74 for 3 here. It's another boundary. That's just unrealistic, I'd say, at this point, personally. Although we were whacking the Australians round a little bit ourselves. Remember, the target for them is about 390, 391. And the way they're going, they'll certainly get to that. Are they going to go for 2 here? No, just the 1. They're not going to put the luck in our hands this time again. Play an off-cutter to Ricky Ponting. I think it's the first ball he's actually faced, Ricky Ponting. And that is really nicely straight to the field. He didn't carry, of course, but that's a really nice, ideal shot. Ponting again, good running. Seems from these two, they will get back to 2. They're going to have for 3. No, they're not, just the 2. And quite an expensive over from Anderson. And I think it might be time at this 15 over stage just to bring in a little bit of spin. But already it drinks after 2 overs. That's interesting. Going to bring Graham Swan in to bowl a little bit of spin. We need quite a attacking field, I'd say, here. Yes, maybe it might take a few more runs. But we want to try and frustrate the Aussies. It's a nice ball, and it goes straight to the boundary. Well, that's not exactly the desired effect from the first ball. Admittedly, there's not really much we can do out of that on the offside because you can't have fields everywhere. But that's ridiculous. Again, it's just silly. We're not bowling that badly, but the Aussies are batting very well, and Simon Katic gets to his 50. I mean, he was on 20-odd at the start of this episode, so that just highlights how crazy the batting is. And again, that's a 6. And if they keep going how they are, they're going to get to our total very easily. I mean, from the end of the first innings, really, when we only got 150-odd, the Aussies were absolutely favourites to win the match. It's a little bit better. It's a good ball, actually. And that's been rewarded. No run there. It's more like bloody one-day cricket, though, here. From both teams. It's a nice ball, though. But Simon Katic hits it away again for a 4. Real star of the innings so far. Don't think Ponting's had a chance, only on 3. But again, we're timing the balls well. But it seems that the batsmen are just getting to them easily. So that's another boundary, and Australia have now hit 100. That's just ridiculous. 64 off 52. I mean, if we look at the bowling scorecard, I mean, we can see 22 runs off that over. Just never happen, would it? Nonetheless, we've got to adapt. We've got to bowl better. We're going to take Anderson off as well, actually. We'll bring Flintoff back in. I think we'll give Broad a chance to have a bit of a bowl as well. So here's a ball to Ponting. And that is it away on the offside. Gone for 4 again. As I say, the way they're going, the Aussies are going to easily catch our total. But there's not much we can say to do at the moment. Let's bowl a bit of a bouncer. Catch! Catch! Oh, he's dropped it again! Oh, dear. Well, we try and wait for the green to come up, and sometimes you can get away with it on amber. But the window is so short for the green, but 2 dropped catches. Oh, a run-out missed. And you just feel our luck isn't going to change. And he certainly makes sure, Ricky Ponting does, that we remember that. You didn't get me out? Well, that's why you should have got me out. You'd have avoided that 6. It's a pain in the backside, isn't it? Bit of a shorter ball again. But straight to the field. Seems how shorter balls restrict the batsman a little bit. Don't want to bowl them all the time because he will just get used to them and start knocking them away. That's a nice shot on the leg side. Real positive run rate from the Aussies here. Nearly at 7 and over. We never got to that. Even though we were really whacking the ball about. Do maybe having a field on the boundary. Yeah, that's about right. Nice length now. Straight to the fielder. No run there. And really, not conceding a run off the ball is an achievement at this point. It just shows how ridiculous this Australian innings is. Let's bring Brody into bowl. Good start for Broad. Dot ball. Let's try a bit of a leg cutter. A decent length, but not too ridiculous. Strikes the fielder again. Hey up, I think we might have got something in Broad here. This will be before Simon Katic goes and whacks one away to the boundary for 6. Oh, no ball. Well, we were pushing our luck a little bit there. That's our first no ball, and unfortunately we concede 5. Which makes that run of 2 balls a little bit worthless. Surely that didn't carry. Let's just check. Peace of mind, eh? Oh, thank God it didn't. It's come from the other side. Leg cutter, or off cutter even, and that's another dot ball. I mean, to only concede 5 or 6 off this over would be a massive achievement compared to what we've done previously. It seems we are, with Brody at least, trying to dumb down the run rate a little bit, which is nice. Oh, it's the batsman. So we get away with that over. We just one scoring ball, bring the run rate down a lot. That was a good over really from Brody compared to the previous ones anyway. Yeah, we're not going to bother with Swan again after that humiliation. Flintoff a bit hesitant, interesting. He's missed that one. He seems to be getting the better of the batsman a little bit here. I'm a bit reluctant to say so because I feel that this could just be hit away for a 6. But no, we are dumbing down the run rate a little bit, so this is good. Obviously, they've got plenty of time. They've got over 2 days, so if they stay in, they will reach the total. But it's all about trying to get them out. But if the run rate comes down, that's something I'm not going to complain about. A very solid score, 122 for 1. That's something we've lacked in this test match. The opener's getting anything, really. Oh, that is interesting. They're going for 2. Oh, that's not quick enough. That's not quick enough from the fielder. Oh, hang on. Oh, why don't you just... Oh, why don't you throw it to the striker's end? Ricky Ponting getting all confused. Bit of a wider ball. Oh, come on, fielder. This is what annoys me a little bit about this game. Surely the fielder would just get out and stop that. Bit of a slower ball to finish off the over. Not too damaging. I think it's 6 off the over, is it? So far, anyway. Just the 1. Oh, it's going to be a chat. Oh, bloody hell. Come on. Throw it. Oh, Jesus. What the hell happened here? Look at this. 2 chances to get the batsman out, and the fielder's just completely in disarray. Firstly, we have overthrows, which allows them to get away with another one. And then they go again. What do I do? Oh dear, allows them to run. It's like they don't want to get us out. It's like we're doing a bit of match fixing and don't want to get them out for the 2nd wicket. Oh dear, I mean we could have had a lot of wickets and there's nothing we can do about it particularly. That's all in the AI and all in their power. That's a shocker. Be good to stop this partnership quick though. Right, come on, pick it up. That wasn't too far away from potential run out. It's a bit better, but ultimately not really the ball that we needed. Good fielding. So 2 off that one. As I said, Broad keeping it quite tight. Even though that really doesn't look anything like Broad. Certainly from behind. Good stop from the fielder. I'd guess that's Swanee, but I got no idea who it could be. Certainly quicker to bowl, isn't it, I think? Oh, that's a good shot. Just felt the side of the bat there from Ricky Ponting. Any wider, he could have snipped that for an edge. But a good boundary. And Ponting's starting to get going now. And there we go, another boundary. That's a bit of a shame, bit of a slower ball. He reacted not well to it. Come round the wicket for the last one. Bit of a leg cutter. So cut back inside, but again, he's sorted it. They've gone over 7 in terms of run rate. That means that, as it stands, it's going to take about 30 odd overs for him to catch us. then we're not going to get 9 men out in 30 overs. So we either need to start getting the men out or try and diminish the run rate. Both would be nice. Good stop.
Shot, and good stop too.
Flintoff looks timid. Well, might be time to bring him off if he doesn't deliver the goods this over. It's gone straight to the boundary. A little bit lucky there. Just come off the side of the bat. Don't think that really Ponting could decide where that one was going. Or is it Katic? Yeah, it's Katic. But he's not looking good, is Flintoff. Looking a bit timid, so that will affect his bowling ability. And that is a lovely shot from Katic, and it's a 6. It might be time to bring Flintoff off. He's just looking a little bit wary. Just bowl a bouncer. But he's even wary to that. I mean, at least it's a dot ball. Can't complain too much about that. But Flintoff's in the side, both for his batting and bowling ability. That's another good stop. Might as well continue with the bouncers. Seems to be working. As it does there. And we've stopped a few runs, and that was a decent over, to be fair, from Flintoff after a few concerned worries. I should say Flintoff 5 odd for over. That's not too bad considering the run rate's over 7. I think we'll keep Broad on, and I think we'll probably bring Jimmy Anderson back after this Stuart Broad over. We've got one slip.
That must have stung his hand.
One slip, isn't there? No, there's none. Alright, okay. To be fair though, mind you, they haven't edged anything at all, so is there really any point having them there?
Oh, great.
Wow, that's a good, very good shot from Ponting. Can't be far off his 50 if he's not there already. No, he's at 44. Well, we're not bowling particularly well here. But equally, the Aussies are batting well. It's a nice stop. Oh, get there. Well, another fumble and they get away with it. Oh, that's past the fielder. At least the fielder actually went to try and get it this time and made an effort, but it went straight over his head. That's another boundary. A really costly episode. I mean, there's been, what, 120 odd runs or something stupid like that. There's got to have been. That'll be another boundary. They're just mugging us. They really are. And this is supposed to be a defensive field. They're not defending anything. Let's just go attacking, I think, now. Go attacking. We've got nothing to lose. Right, a little bit outside the off stump. And there we go. Defends that one. It's the end of the over. 167 for 1. Wow. It's interesting. I think what we'll do, we'll simulate 10-15 overs, and then I'll come back to you and play 5 more overs. Just so we can see if we can get out of this rut and maybe get a wicket. Well, we have simulated 13 overs. It's been about an hour gone, and we have got the 2 wickets. Katic has gone fairly cheaply, well, considering what he was on. 81 off 80. Caught it another wicket by Anderson, and Broad bowled Ricky Ponting. So we've got Michael Clarke and Michael Hussey at the crease for the last few overs of the day. And at the moment, we've got Sidebottom and what's his face? Graham Swan in bowling. And as you can see, as soon as we come back to the crease, things start to go wrong. That's what I mean, you might as well bloody simulate bowling. At least the scores are a little bit realistic rather than this, where they just hoof it away for 6. And realistically, I don't think it was that bad a ball. But there you go. Run rate, though, below 6. Run rate doesn't really matter here because they've got plenty of time to get these runs. Again, 4. It's just silly. It's really silly, this bowling. I'm thinking I might as well just to simulate the match at this point. Let's fate take its course. Because ultimately, there's no way we're going to stop them. We haven't took a single wicket. A little bit outside the off stump. But again, they just seem to be hitting everything that I'm coming at them with. So I think we'll bowl up to 40 overs, and then if we haven't got a wicket, we will simulate the match. But this is ridiculous. They're just whacking us away for 6s, 4s. Again, I know we were doing this the same, but I wouldn't say our bowling was bad as the Aussies. The Aussies just gave us easy opportunities, whereas they're just hitting everything that comes at them. And that was a really poor over. So Swanee back in. We'll just bowl this Swanee over first. Quite an attacking field going. Well, there you go. I think that's all the evidence we need. We're not going to get anybody out at this point. Can we simulate at this point? Yes, we can. So what we're going to do, simulate the innings. I guess the Aussies will win. I'd be surprised if they capitulate from this point. But let's see how the match finishes. So we're going to simulate the innings. Yeah, and Australia gets the total. Not really much of a surprise. A little bit slower than they probably would have been. Broad getting another wicket and a run out for Hussey. But Marcus North and Brad Haddin get them to the total. And the Aussies go 1-0 up in the series. Not really surprising after our 152. I think if we'd have got more, say, 300, and then followed it up with that 578, that I found it a lot harder to get to that total. But albeit, that is the end of the first test match. It took 8 episodes, but ultimately, I think simulated or not, the outcome would have been an Australian win. So on Tuesday, we'll be going to the second test. I don't know where the second test is. I'll have a quick look in the main menu. We might make 1 or 2 changes to the squad based on performances. But yeah, we have the next test, which is at Lords. The second test being at Lords, the same as real life, of course. That will be over by then on Tuesday. So I will be able to have a quick natter to you guys about all of what's going on. But if you guys want to make any suggestions to things we could change for the next test, I'll show you all the players. So we've got the 11 players who play them. We've got Harmison, could come in for one of the bowlers. I don't know. Adil Rashid, don't think we need another spinner. We've got Ravi Papara, could come in at wump number 3. But again, Ian Bell, you can't really drop Ian Bell. Luke Wright, not played a test match. Michael Vaughan with a bit of experience. O.A. Shah, Rob Key, Monty Panasar, Samit Patel, Steve Davis and Tim Ambrose. Not really much that's going to challenge this squad, I think. I think the openers need to perform a lot better than what they have done so far, these 2 openers. But I think that the middle order, Collingwood maybe not performed so well. I know we had that 50, but again, not performed massively well. Matt Pryor, I think he stays in just on the basis in wicket keeper. So there's not really much we can change, but if there's anything you think we could change, please let me know. But that is the first test, all finished. Really, it was all decided by that first innings and the lead that Australia had in that first innings. But a great second innings from us nonetheless. And Australia managed to win the match by 5 wickets. So thank you very much for watching today, folks. I've been TIJ Gaming, and until the next time, I will see you guys later on. Goodbye for now.